So that's part of who they are. And so that comes out in their music because they're being genuine and sincere. But best believe that everybody on our label, their hip-hop pedigree is strong. And our knowledge and respect for hip-hop and our work ethic and our appreciation for the people, for each other, and for the people that support us, it's a very, very sacred thing to us. And that's what unites us more than anything else, is the people that we are, the men that we are, the men and women that we are, is what unites us. And the approach that we have towards our art is our bond. And it's very strong. It's a very strong thing, especially for the people who are really at the core of Rhymesayers, our family. Our children play together. Our wives are friends. We go to each other's house for holidays. When babies are born, we're there when each other's babies are born. You know what I mean? We're family with each other, and that foundation can't be broken. It can't. Yeah.
Do you feel like political rapper? Are you a political MC? And how does political leanings affect your music?
I've been called a political artist, but I've never set out to be that. I come from a time where I know what a real political artist is. Chuck D is a real political artist. KRS-One was a real political artist. But the reality is that who knows if Ice Cube ever set out to be a political artist, but by throwing so much of himself into his music, he lives in the community, and so the politics affect him, and he had to speak on how he felt. Same with James Brown. People think of James Brown as being the guy that makes you dance, but James Brown was an extremely political artist as well, just because he was speaking to the people and he spoke for the people. And so I've had these kind of things come up as well. I had one of my biggest songs is called Uncle Sam Goddamn, and we did a video where we went to the White House and we went to Washington, D.C. with no permit, me dressed entirely in black, a camera very much like this one, and we just went to these monuments and started performing Uncle Sam Goddamn until the police made us leave. Made a video out of that, and that was my first video. And we had problems. We had, sponsors kicked us off tours. The U.S. government gave us trouble. They seized some of our money, froze some of our money. So we had consequences for that. I made music about the situation in Palestine because other people are close to me that have lost family members in that war. I speak on racism and slavery and homophobia and all these things that may be considered political, but I've never sought to tell you who you should vote for, what laws I think should be passed, none of these things. I talk about my feelings, and because they're also the feelings of a lot of people, it feels political, and it is, because everything is politics. Every part of life is politics. Every part of culture is politics. The way we dance has something to do with our politics. The way that we rap has something to do with politics. The way that we dress, the way that we live our lives, where we work, what we eat, where we live, it's all politics. So I didn't set out to be that. You got guys like Immortal Technique, who's a hell of a rapper, but he's known for being political. Same thing with Dead Prez, Boots Riley and the Coup. These are men who, if you sit down with them, they can tell you every law that's up. They can tell you who the politicians are. They can give you the history of politics on the issues that are important to them. I'm not that way. I just know what I feel. And I know that a lot of people feel the same way that I do. And I know what's right. And so I believe that the most political thing that I can do is connect people who feel the same way but might not know each other. I think that everyone in America has this sense that that we're not in control of our lives. We're not in control of our government. Even the people that we vote for aren't carrying out our wishes. They don't work for us the way that they say they do. They work for the power structure, the big corporations, the rich, the powerful, you know, the greediest people. And so me talking about that ends up being revolutionary and being political.